to wrap up this podcast, this is the last podcast of 2020. No winds of winter this year. No winds of winter this year. What the fuck, George?
No.
Like, you had time to go to like some award show where he got called a fucking racist or whatever, but like,
transphobic. He got called transphobic.
He got called a racist and transphobic because he made a joke about the award statue thing not having like cock and balls, which is ridiculous. And he praised an artist who was kind of known as like a piece of shit, but he praised the man's work, not the man. That aside, no winds of winter. We've been waiting now. What? It's going to be 11 years.
Yeah. 120 words a day. That's all he needed to do.
What's the over under on it coming out in 2021? I mean, like, it has to, right? Like, I remember back during like season 4. Back during season 4, I was like, okay, it's either gonna come. This is 2014. It's either gonna come this year or next year. And then season 4 came and gone. Season 5 came and gone. All right, okay. 2016. That's the year. That's the year where it comes out, because 5 books. This is the 6th book. It's incoming. 6th season.
I mean, I definitely, when they said that they were going to break the 4th season, I mean the third book into 2 seasons, I definitely thought, okay, they're giving him an extra year, but he's going to do it. You know, he's going to get there.
And nothing. No. And then I thought, okay, you know what? The theories came. You know, we're trying to make sense of this. Okay, you know what? I think there's like a secret deal going on here. Maybe HBO slipped him a couple of dollars, and they basically told him, "Hey, George, you know, this is our shit right now. Hold off on your next book incoming, because we're gonna do things off the book now, off the cuff. Hold off on it until like announce it in 2019, like in the fall or something, when we're done with season 8." That did not happen. Well, 2020, brand new year, no Game of Thrones this entire year. It's the first year ever since you and I have started our channels with no, that's not true. 2018 didn't have Game of Thrones. This is like the first year that Game of Thrones is done. It's done. It's over. You know, there's no skipping between seasons. Done. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose when House of the Dragon comes
in 2022.
Is it all 2022? Is it all the way?
Yeah, House of the Dragon is coming out in 2022.
Oh man, well, that's a lot of time.
That's a little too much time.
I don't know where it is. I mean, it's COVID. He's got plenty of time. He can't see. Before, everyone said, "Oh, the problem is he's got all these other distractions. He's got the show going on. He's got these cons. He's got these appearances." Now he's got none of that. He just has him and himself. So, no, I mean, I think there's something seriously. He's got some serious writer's block. The story got away from him. He doesn't know how to wrap it up. He doesn't know what to do.
The motherfucker had time to write another book entirely, Fire and Blood.
Well, I mean, those weren't wrapping up though. I mean, for Fire and Blood, he only had to write like a little bit, you know, because the other stuff was already written.
Still,
right? So, like Sons of the Dragon, Dance of the Dragons, Rogue Prince was already written. He just had to fill in Jaehaerys. You know, that was it.
I guess, but still, even if you're 90% done, the other 10%, just like cut it off and add it to like, you know, Dream of Spring. Because we both know you firmly believe it's going to be Dream of Spring and then another book.
No, I think it's going to be The Winds of Winter and then him dying. But
Stop. No, don't say that, please. Because I want the fucking thing to finish, and I don't want some rando to come in and finish it for him.
You don't want Kevin J. Anderson to come in and finish it. Like,
see, now you're gonna make me like an asshole because, you know, Kevin J. Anderson, nice guy, you know, cool guy, great writing. I want George's stuff.
Well, what some people say like when Wheel of Time got finished,
right?
Like, and I've heard some compliments of to the end, but they're like it's in a completely different writing style. So, and it's noticeable. Like, you know, Wheel of Time, people are kind of resigned. They're like, well, this ended about as well as anyone could, considering that Robert Jordan is dead. But it's clearly a different writer, and it's clearly a different feel, you know. And, you know, Wheel of Time had gone to a screeching halt in speed, and then all of a sudden it's fast again, and they're like, no, this is something else. With Dune, yeah, the Kevin J. Anderson books are in a completely different writing style, completely and utterly different writing style as Frank Herbert. And so, yeah, you're never going to get it in the same writing style. If somebody else wants to finish the book, it'll never happen.
And I know I say this every time, but this is it, man. This is the year. This is when it comes out.
It can't, you know. That's what we say every year, though. Like we said it about 2020. It's gotta be 2020. No. Nope. I mean, there's no hints of it. There's no hints of it coming out.
I thought it was coming out because he stopped putting out these sample chapters.
Right, but people asked about that, and he's like, "Well, something actually has to be in the book."
That is true. I wouldn't mind if you wrote like sample chapters one every year that wasn't in the book. That's kind of like flavoring for like what's coming into the book. Like I wouldn't mind if like Mercy wasn't in Winds of Winter, if it was just something he wrote for the fans to tie us over a little bit,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. Every year, I wouldn't mind.
So on the 21st of December, he posted a meme that said, there's nothing to writing. All you have to do is sit down at a typewriter and bleed. So some people take that as that he's still very frustrated, about the writing process. Oh well.
George, it's not that difficult, my dude. Just make Littlefinger like the Azor Ahai. Make him the king that was the prince that was promised. Make him king on the Iron Throne, and wrap it up. I mean,
if it were the last book, that would be one thing. But it's not even the last book. Like the hard part is wrapping it all up. Like you kind of know, okay, just write Daenerys to the point where she's arriving in Westeros in the last chapter. Write something where the others have, broken through the wall in the last chapter. Get it to this point. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, Feast for Crows and A Dance with Dragons were far from perfect, but so I don't know. I don't know why this leg would be so hard.
It's funny. Every time I get on Twitter, I get on Twitter on my computer. I don't know how it is on the phone. Every time I get on Twitter, I get on Twitter right now, and like what's happening. I'm like on the what's happening tab. You have a couple things trending. Like right now, Ken Jennings is trending. Thank you, John and Dave is trending. Stuff like that is trending. Random things. My nightmare is getting on and his name is trending. Oh no, because that happens all the time. Like Betty White will be trending. I'm like, oh no, this is it. She's gone. She's dead. No, it's just her birthday.
Oh yeah.
Or George Lucas is trending. Oh no, he's dead.
Marianne died of COVID today.
Yeah. Like Marianne was trending. I'm like, oh, this is her birthday? No, she's dead. Like that happens that's something I'm afraid of all the fucking time. That happens with a lot of celebrities that I love. Like, oh, they're trending. Oh my god, they're either dead or it's their birthday. It's like a coin flip at this point. And I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack the day I get on Twitter and George R.R. Martin is trending. And it's either for one of two reasons. He's finally announced it or he's gone.